What's up YouTubers, Mr. McRaven here, back again with another episode of Borderlands 2, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you a Kreig build which I've been messing around with for a little while. And I've called it the Hulk build because Kreig really reminds me of the Hulk in a way that when the enemies piss him off he gets really angry, goes into a rampage, running around trying to kill everything, you know, like a man possessed. So he really does remind me quite a lot of the Hulk, so it's all in good fun. You don't have to call it the Hulk build, you could call it I like to get angry and stab things build. I really don't mind. It's all in good fun. So we're going to take a look at the skill trees in a moment, but before I go over the skill trees and the points and where I've placed them, I'm going to go over the kit that I like to use, and hopefully this will better explain why I've placed the points in the skill trees where I have. Now you can of course change any of the points in the skill trees to suit yourself. You don't have to have it exactly the way I have it. You don't have to use all the kit the exact way that I use the kit that I have. It is very versatile and very changeable. Excuse me. Now this is a level 61 Psycho. He's fully leveled up and is in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, so it's as hard as it's going to get. This build is based purely on causing nothing but melee damage, so you're going to be running around using your axe constantly, and you're constantly going to be proccing off your action skill all the time, hopefully. But we're going to take a look at the kit first. You can see I've got no weapons equipped. Now you can of course equip weapons, you don't have to go without weapons, but I'm going to show you just how powerful the melee damage is without using any weapons at all. But if you find yourself using this build and you're going down for fight for your life quite a bit, then you can always add a rocket launcher to one of the slots to help you get back up on your feet, because we all know what the enemy's like in the game. They've got all the balls in the world when you're up and running around, but when you're down they always tend to run away and hide like a bunch of pussies. So it could be a good idea to equip a rocket launcher to help you get back on your feet. But for this video I'm not going to have any weapons equipped to show you how effective melee damage can be. Now shield wise I've gone with the Rough Rider. This build, it has no capacity, but it does give me a damage resistance plus 20% to all damage types, and it also boosts the maximum health, which is what I'm going to need because I've got no capacity on my shield. You don't have to go with this shield. In fact you could actually go with another favourite of mine, is the Love Thumper, and what this what this shield does, although it has a capacity, one of the things with the skill tree is you can actually, once your shield is depleted, you can actually keep it depleted for a longer time. So when depleted, melee attacks deal bonus roid damage, and they've got a bonus roid damage there of 150,000, which is massive. So you can swap this out to be either health, or you can swap it over and it could be you could be causing huge amounts of melee damage. You could have a melee mod, and you can have a melee relic, you can have a melee shield, and you could do the skill tree in a way that the shield doesn't recharge. I mean the recharge delay on this is 213 seconds anyway, so you're constantly going to be causing massive amounts of roid damage. But I've actually gone with the Rough Rider. We're not going to get too much into the shields there, but you can go either between the Rough Rider or the Love Thumper. Both shields are a great choice. Now the mod wise I've gone with the Rampaging Slab class mod. You don't have to go with this. You can of course go with something different. I've got a couple of Slab class mods here, each with different points into the skill trees, but I've gone with this purple one. But you could go for something like a Sickle class mod, which give you the melee damage plus 44% there. That's quite good. Plus the skill tree points there. So you've got melee damage on the mod. You could have the Love Thumper attached, and you could have a melee relic as well to add to the damage. You could be causing serious amounts of melee damage if you wanted to by changing just those two. But relic wise,
see the numbers, taste the violence.
That's right, Kreig. I've actually gone with a Vitality Relic, adding 54.4% to my max health. So I've constantly got max health from the shield. I've got maximum health here from the class mod, and I've got another boost to the maximum health with the Vitality Relic there. Now you don't have to equip a grenade if you don't want to, but I've got a Transfusion grenade here, the Explosive Kiss of Death, which you can get from the Foreman in Opportunity, I believe. This is a Moxie grenade, I think. Oh, there's so many things in this game, it's unbelievable. But anyway, you don't have to use a grenade, but I'm using a Transfusion grenade just in case there's one of those opportunities or moments where I get stuck with really too low a health and I need to recharge it. So you don't have to, but I've got that one equipped. So looking at the skill trees, Bloodlust, I've got no points in this. I've never actually really used this skill tree yet, so I've yet to experiment with it, but there's no points in Bloodlust, so we're going to be mainly focused on Mania and Hellborn. So in the Mania skill tree, given the kit that I've got, obviously we've got the first point in Buzz Axe Rampage, and this is the kind of thing that we're going to be wanting. There's two things that we're mainly going to want to be proccing off, and that's Buzz Axe Rampage and Release the Beast. These two things are the two things you're going to be wanting to kick off constantly, and hopefully in the next part of the video it will show you just how constant it can be in this build. But anyway, starting off at the top, Empty the Rage. Melee damage increased. Additional bonus damage if your shield is down. Well, the shield's always empty anyway, so we're getting the plus 20% melee damage all the time, constantly. So that's all good there. Pull the pin, kind of useless, not the kind of thing I want in this build. Feed the Meat, maximum health going up again by plus 90%, and shield recharge delay increased, which doesn't really matter for the Rough Rider, but it will affect something like Love Thumper. So that's all good there on Feed the Meat. Lots more extra health is all good. Fuel the Rampage, taking damage recharges Buzz Axe Rampage at a faster rate. Taking health damage increases the bonus even further. You can now be damaged by teammates. Well, that's just one of the prices you have to pay. Cooldown recharge boost plus 200%. So what this is going to be doing, although I am getting extra 5 skill points from Rampaging Slab class mod, what this is going to be is it means that my Buzz Axe Rampage is constantly going to be available to me, and that's what I need if I'm going to be causing any decent damage with melee. So that's definitely one to have. Embrace the Pain. Fire rate is increased while your shields are down. Well, that's no good to me because I'm not using any weapons, and I don't plan to use any weapons. But the shield recharge delay is increased, and that goes up to 5 seconds with all 5 points put into that one, and that will help you use some of the other shields in the game. So, but on this occasion I've actually given it a miss. Thrill of the Kill, a percentage of overkill damage that is over and above what was needed to kill the enemy, is returned to you in health. So this is going to be giving you an extra bit of health bonus as well, because you are going to be killing some of the enemies quite quickly with the melee damage, so you're going to be getting an extra boost in health from that. Now, Light Diffuse, very good fun, I love it, but it's totally no good for this build, but you can chop and change this one as you like, and obviously Stripped Flesh goes hand in hand with Light Diffuse, so we'll leave that one alone. Redeem the Soul, I don't need to revive anyone in solo, but you could obviously put a point there if you really wanted to. Assault the Wound, taking damage from an enemy while your shield is down. It's always down. Adds a stack of Assault the Wound. So this is constantly going to be going off, and it increases your melee and shotgun damage. I'm not using a shotgun, but if you were, you're going to get the extra bonus from that. But the melee damage, 7.5% per stack, and you'll be hitting 20 stacks pretty quickly if you're in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. So Assault the Wound is definitely one to go for there. Now, Silence of Voices is one of these things in the skill tree which I just think, well, why? It's either severely broke. Well, it has to be broken, I think, because I would leave this well alone. It does massively increase your melee damage, but the chances to hit yourself, it says 12%. Well, it's not 12%, it's nearly every single time. So you're more likely to kill yourself with this than you are to hurt the enemy, and the enemy's just going to be standing there laughing at you because you've just axed yourself in the face. So leave that one well alone. Now this one, Release the Beast, activating Buzz Axe Rampage when at or below 33% your health. Remaining instantly refills your health and transforms you into a super badass, basically you turn into the Incredible Hulk, like I said at the beginning. This one is one of the ones that you're going to be constantly proccing off. You want to be turning into this guy because your health is going to go bing, and you're going to be running around hacking the crap out of the enemy with massive amounts of melee damage. Now the one thing I will caution you about in this build is you have to pay closer attention to your health bar, because when you get that exclamation mark next to the health bar, then you're going to be wanting to hit that F button or whatever button is on the Xbox controller, and you're going to be wanting to hit that and turn into this Psycho Mutant, because you're going to be ripping enemies to pieces. So the skill point here, it's only 1 point, but boy is it worth it, and we'll see why soon. Now in the Hellborn skill tree, this one is kind of pretty much based more on getting health back, but also causing a little bit of damage at the same time. Burn Baby Burn, burn damage increased, effects further while you're on fire, chance to ignite yourself, which is all good at 35%. So fire is going to heal you later on down the skill tree with Elemental Empathy. So you're going to catch on fire, and fire damage is increased. Field of fire, killing an enemy increases your chances of causing elemental effects, and there's another chance here to catch yourself on fire at 35%. So you've got 70% chance to catch on fire now, and all the burn chances go up massively. Numbed nerves, again, along with the Rough Rider shield, and getting reduction in damage, and there are some damage reductions somewhere in this the mania tree as well. So there's no reason not to have that. Damage reduction 50%. You're going to be catching fire at 70% chance. Why not reduce the damage you take as well? So that's all good. Pain is power. Weapon damage increased on all weapons. Well, this basically gives you 25% more melee damage, which is what you want, and an on-fire bonus of 50%. Elemental elation I've left alone. It only really applies more when you have weapons, and the same with delusional damage. I've left that alone. I've put Fire Fiend. I put 4 points into this. If I had another point, I would put it into full 5 points. Melee attacks have a chance to ignite enemies, and since you're constantly going to be hacking people to pieces with your axe, you've got a 4% chance to ignite. Bang, there you go. They're going to be catching fire, you're going to be healing, it's all going to be good. Don't need flame flare, certainly don't need hellfire halitosis, because you want to be using the axe, not a cone of fire. And elemental apathy, a percentage of elemental status effect damage done to enemies heals you. So you've got 25% heal rate every time they're burning. You're constantly going to be on fire, they're going to be on fire, lots of health going around, it's all good. And one last point I put in Raving Retribution. There are some times when you're being attacked from behind, you can't see it. These little balls of fire go flying out, they catch fire, heals you. Again, it's all good. So that's the skill tree, and that's the equipment and weapons explained. Now I'm here in the fridge. Now I've gone the first 2 rounds in Fink's Slaughterhouse. And I did the first 2 rounds without any issues at all, and we're on the 3rd and final round. So we're going to go in a moment and show you just how effective the melee damage is, and hopefully we'll be able to get through the entire 3rd and final round, which is probably the hardest round in this part. So I'll be with you in a moment, and we're going to see just how bad Kreig can be. Okay folks, so here we go, 3rd and final round. Now, I'm probably going to die because this round is really hardcore. And I've not got a rocket launcher equipped, so I'm going to just see if I can do this round with pure melee damage and see what happens. Scary!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slaughter! Who wants the first slice? Keep the blood pouring! Hear my sweet eyes. Justice and genocide has something to say. Gone are the days of the tentacle, and the age of the gods and mercy is far away. Fighters of the middle, the second act in a 3-part meat play, and I will win Best Supporting Actor! Keep warm! You walk the line! I told you what would
That was going quite well. Except for those big bad boys. So we can carry on.
More meat for me! Such beautiful misery! Never stop the killing! Never! Beautiful people, prepare! Bleed plentifully, plentiful gratitude! Phenomenal patriot pounds, poundingly perverse puppets! Pulping, pleasantly putrid pasties! Open your veins! Swallow you whole! Swallow you whole! Never stop the killing! Never! Kill you all! I'm gonna kill your friends and your family. Track down your grandparents and turn them inside out. We can stop the blood train that's gonna turn your loved ones into a red slab across the tracks of humanity. Halfway there!
Okay folks, as we saw from that quick video, nearly got through have finished the third and final round there, but unfortunately got a little bastard trying to run away from me. But like I said, if you do decide to add weapons to your weapon slots like a rocket launcher, then at that specific moment I would have got back up and been able to continue with my Buzz Axe Rampage. But just in that video, in that clip there, you saw just how powerful the melee damage can be. So if you work and play around with this build, it can be a lot of fun. You tend to run around a lot of the time like a complete maniac trying to kill everything, and it's certainly a lot of fun. So by all means, give this build a try and see what you like to change about it. See if it works better for you using the Love Thumper, changing the mod over to something like a Sickle mod where you're doing nothing melee damage. Play around with it, change to different things, add weapons, take away weapons. If you just want to run around with an axe, then that's fine. Now I have shown you a very extreme example. Now through normal gameplay it's pretty even, but it works a lot better with co-op players, because they're going to be getting you up if you do go down, and you're going to be causing a shitload of damage, and they're going to think you're some crazy kind of character. But it's certainly a lot of fun, certainly one of the builds worth trying, and hopefully I'll come back with a video of one of my favourite builds that I like to use with Kreig at some point in the near future. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this build. By all means, if you do try it and you find it fun, come back, leave a comment, let me know how you get on. Until next time, have fun and take care.